press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Okay, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ಶಾರ್ಪ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. Let us have some small recap regarding sharpness of resonance curve. Sharpness of resonance curve. Just have a recall from what we have studied in the last class. This is a point of a frequency, say f0. For this particular frequency, when graph of xc versus f, they are inversely proportional. Graph of XL versus frequency is a linear. At one particular frequency, we got XL is equal to XC. For that condition, when inductive reactance become is equal to capacitive reactance, current in the RLC circuit is found to be maximum. And the corresponding frequency is called resonant frequency. At this point, impedance of the circuit is minimum and LCR circuit is purely resistive. You can have this. At resonance, XL is equal to XC, Z minima is equal to R, current in the circuit is maximum. And LCR circuit, is purely resistive. Means Z minima is equal to R and the power factor is found to be is equal to 1. This simple question carries 4 marks in your entrance. I am telling you, just have a recap. Yesterday I have taken around 10 minutes in order to understand that formula. That is, delta omega is equal to R divided by 2N. If you memorize this formula, it is sufficient. How we got that formula? I have just given some quantitative analysis, means mathematical analysis. So at resonance, electrical resonance of LCR circuit, XL is equal to XC, impedance of the circuit is a minimum, current in the circuit is maximum. This is what the maximum current is. At this particular frequency, that is a resonant frequency, current in the circuit is maximum. This sharpness of the curve is maximum when current is maximum, or indirectly minimum impedance equal to R. This sharpness of resonance curve is measured by a certain term called quality factor, or indirectly sharpness of resonance curve measure the quality factor, you can say. One and the same. The quality factor is good. If the quality factor is very high, sharpness of the resonance curve is maximum. And reverse. If a sharpness of the resonance curve is sharp, very sharp, then the quality factor is very large. One measures the other. To understand that, we have chosen the current, that is RMS current, which is equal to I naught by root 2. If I naught is the first topper, I said maximum, then second maximum, that means below this you will get IRMS, that is I naught by root 2. What I said, second topper, like that. To understand clearly, maximum current is always higher. Below that we got RMS current. At this particular current, we have two frequencies. And as I told, we take angular frequencies, that is omega naught, higher frequency omega 2, below this omega 1. Idana confuse madkobadi. Omega 2 is higher. That omega 2 is omega naught plus the width. What we said, delta W. Again it is also delta W. Delta W lies on either side of omega naught. As long as delta omega is small, the sharpness is very large. For minimum value of delta omega, Z is minimum, sharpness of the curve is very high, then quality factor is very high. Whereas omega 1 is below this, less than omega naught, that is omega naught minus delta omega. This omega 1, omega 2, we call them as two frequencies on either side of omega naught, where the current is I naught by 2, I naught by root 2. So in this, what we have studied, you have taken entire these things, recall ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ನೀವು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ LCR circuit is purely resistive, Z minima is equal to R, cos phi is equal to 1. Cos phi ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅದು? ಸರ್, ಪವರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಇದನ್ನ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. LCR circuit is purely resistive, that is at resonance. Illinda barkom barbekante heli. From this, take this as 1, this one as 2. In today class. In previous class, you have taken this graph. If any letter is missing in that graph, just have a print on your book. I am giving the conclusion what we have studied. Done? Here when the current IRMS become is equal to I naught by root 2. The power is what? I naught square R. That is I naught by root 2 whole square into R. That is, the power becomes I naught square by 2, means here it is maximum power. At the sharpness, wherever we have I naught R square, I naught square R is the maximum power. Here, when current, that is RMS current becomes equal to I naught by root 2, the power becomes of the maximum power. Ili I naught square R in maximum power idya, adu ardha agate. Therefore, omega 1 and omega 2 we call them as two angular frequencies, or we call them as half power frequencies. These two are angular frequencies corresponding to the current I naught by root 2. Omega 1 and omega 2 are the two angular frequencies corresponding to I naught by root 2. Therefore, when we calculate the power at I naught by root 2, that becomes half of the maximum power. Half of the maximum power. Therefore, omega 1 and omega 2 are called half power frequencies. Take this. omega 1 and omega 2 are called half power frequencies. Angular antana baribodapa. You must have in today class. You must take these words. Fine. Then what we have proved that? We have proved that delta omega is R divided by 2L. This is already done. Delta omega is equal to R by 2L. We have proved. Just go through that proof. Just have a glance. Don't worry about the derivation. ಈಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಕೆಲವು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಹಾಕತ್ತೀರ ಅಂತರಿಗೆ. ಎಂಟ್ರನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕು ಏನು ದಿಸ್ width of the angular frequency around omega naught is R divided by 2L. With that, dear students, I remove this. What we have done is omega 1 minus omega 2, when we subtract that, we got this. That is, omega 2 minus omega 1. We got 2 times of delta omega. The term omega naught divided by 2 delta omega. Omega naught by 2 delta omega is the measure of sharpness of resonance curve. The term omega naught by 2 omega, you have to take that directly. Omega naught by 2 omega, 2 delta omega. As this delta omega is less, shorter the delta omega, the sharpness of the curve becomes maximum, which is nothing but what we call this as a quality factor, Q naught. Quality factor. If anybody asks what is a quality factor, it is the measure of sharpness of resonance curve. And this term, we call that as a bandwidth anta ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಈಗ ಗ್ರಾಫಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಶಾರ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಿಡ್ತ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 2 times of delta omega. 2 times of delta omega. How it is obtained? Omega 2 minus omega 1. That width is called as bandwidth. Thereafter, the term omega naught by 2 delta omega is known as measurement. Which measure? This term measures the sharpness of the resonance curve, and it is known as a quality factor. Okay, have you taken this? Very important. Omega 1 and omega 2 are called half power frequencies. 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ. Now, we got this delta omega as R divided by 2L. Therefore, quality factor Q naught, which is equal to, what is the formula? Omega naught by 2 delta omega. So that is Q naught is equal to omega naught divided by, what is delta omega? R divided by 2L. 2 into R divided by 2L. 2 cancel aitu, and we got omega naught L divided by R, which is dimensionless, has no SI unit. And knowing this delta omega is equal to R by 2L, and knowing omega naught is equal to, what is the formula? Root of LC. They ask you to calculate off power frequencies. Off power frequencies ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? You must say, ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಪ್ಪ, you have done this. Off power frequencies are, that is omega 1 is equal to omega naught is 1 by root LC plus delta omega. What is delta omega? R divided by 2L. This is omega 2, sorry. And omega 1 is omega naught minus delta omega, where delta omega is equal to R divided by 2L. They will give R, L and C. You have to find omega naught. After finding omega naught, find delta omega. Then off power frequencies are omega 2 and omega 1. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡು, dear students, after this the quality factor Q naught omega naught L by R is again written in another form. Omega naught is 1 by root LC numerator, root L into root L divided by C. 1 root L cancels, the into 1 by R. So what you will get? 1 root L cancel ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಉಳಿದಷ್ಟು 1 by R into root of L by C. Another form of quality factor. When R, L, C is given, you can have 1 by R into root of L by C. Dear students, what I have revised in today's class, if you memorize this, it is sufficient, more than sufficient for measuring sharpness of resonance curve, which helps very good applications in studying applications towards perfect tuning of radio circuits as well as TV circuits. Okay, with this recap, copy this, have a just calculator in front of you. We shall solve some small problems related to resonance. Okay, copy ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Start. Find quality factor of LCR circuit having inductance 2.0 Henry, capacitance 32 microfarad and resistance 10 ohm. Also find the resonant frequency. They are asking quality factor, means Q naught is 1 by R into root of L by C, or you can use omega naught L by R, any one formula. R, L, C, everything is given, you can have this 1 divided by. You take this as quality factor. Quality factor. 1 upon R into root of L by C. What is R here? 10. Root of, what is L? 2 Henry divided by 32 microfarad. 32 micro, 10 to the power of minus 6. You can have a simple calculation. 2 ones are 2 16s are 1 by 10 into 1 divided by 4 into half of this is 10 to the power of minus 3. So you will get 1000 means 10 to the power of 3 divided by 40. What you can say? Sir, 1 by 4 is 0.25 into 10 to the power of 2. 1/4, 1 by 4 into 10 to the power of 2. 0.25 10 to the power of 2 means 250, that's it. The quality has no SI unit. SI unit illa. So Q naught become how much it is? 250. Square root of the 16 square root is 4, 10 to the power of minus 6 square root is 10 raised to minus 3, simplify. Then they are asking a resonant frequency. For this you must have, omega naught is 1 divided by root LC. So that is 1 over root of L is 232 into 10 to the power of how much? Minus 6. Then what they are asking? 32 2s are 64. 1 divided by 8 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Means 1 by 8 is 0.125 you can write. 10 to the power of 3. Omega naught. Omega naught is 125. SI unit will be radian per second. 8 only 8. Correct ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ 28 16 8 40. 1 by 8 ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 125 radian per second. Omega naught is what? Angular frequency. But they are asking what? ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ? Frequency, resonant frequency, resonant frequency. What is the formula? Omega naught is equal to 2 pi f naught. Therefore, f naught is omega naught by 2 pi. What is omega naught? 125 divided by 2 into 3.14. So 125 divided by 6.28. 6.3 approximately ತಗೊಂಡು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. 125 divided by 6.28 means 19.9. What is the SI unit? Hertz or per second. Resonant frequency is this much. Suppose in the same problem, extra, I am telling to you, extra, if they ask, find off power frequencies, off power frequencies. Already we got omega naught here. Omega naught is 125, we got it. What are off power frequencies? Omega 2 is omega naught plus delta omega. Omega 1 is omega naught plus delta omega. What is delta omega? Delta omega is R divided by 2L. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದನ್ನ ಮೆಮೊರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ವರಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿ ಡೆರಿವೇಶನ್ ಕೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಮತ್ತು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರಿ ಸರ್? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್. R by 2L ಮೆಮೊರೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ. ನಾವು ಸಪರೇಟ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ R by 2L. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ R by 2L. What is the value of R given? 10 ohm divided by 2 into. What is the value of L? 2. 10 by 4 means 4 2s are 8, phi. That is delta omega means radian per second. Half power frequencies means angular frequencies by the bracket angular. So what is omega naught? 125. You can have plus or minus on the baribodu. 125 plus 2.5. Otherwise 125 minus 2.5. Dear students, such a simple calculation carries a 4 mark at your entrance, which is in your NCERT book. Now, so what is the answer here? 127.5 and here 2.5 tagara 122.5. Angular frequencies idave radian per second. Extra, you take this as extra. If they ask, calculate. Again, one more. Suppose if they give, that is 220 volt RMS AC source kottidre, they may ask you to calculate half power. How do you calculate that half power? As in the study of this resonance curve, we just taught that this is the maximum current, I naught. Half power means at this I naught by root 2 means you must solve for first IRMS. Before that you have to solve for I naught. Artha aಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಬೋದಾ? Means I naught is V naught by Z, Z minima. That is at resonance. Dear students, be careful. V naught by Z minima. That is V naught by Z minima is always equal to R. Idin catch ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. I naught is V naught by R and they have given RMS value. When they give RMS, VRMS, you can say V naught is equal to, what is your answer? Root 2, VRMS is formula memorize madko. V naught by root 2. So therefore V naught is root 2 times of VRMS. Substitute madko. So I naught is equal to V naught root 2 VRMS divided by R. 1.414. What is RMS value? They have given 220 and resistance how much they have given? 10. It cancel it. So I naught becomes how much? 1.414 into 22. 1.414 into 22. 31.1 ampere. VRMS is V naught by root 2. V naught is root 2 VRMS. Substitute. We got, yes. After calculating this, they are asking half power. Half power is what? I naught square into R. That is I naught by root 2. I naught by root 2 whole square. This is RMS value. At this current, I naught by root 2, power is half of the maximum power. Maximum power is here. Maximum power, I naught square. Here, half power, that is P maxima divided by 2. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಲ ಅದು. So P of is equal to I naught square divided by 2. What is I naught? We got this just 31.1 square into 10 divided by 2. 31 square, nearly 900 something. 900 into 10, 9000 divided by 2, near to 4500 watt. 31.1 into 31.1 into 10. That is 9672.1 by 2. So how much you will get? 4836 watt. This is of power. In one problem, you have all the corners what you may expect in your. This is for your entrance corner, dear students. Angular frequency omega naught ಅಥವಾ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓನ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೆಸೋನೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ take one question. Power factor is maximum take this question along with me. Power factor is maximum when they give the answers. They give XL is equal to 0, XC is equal to 0, R equal to 0, fourth XL is equal to XC. What is your answer? Simple question. Right option is this. Means maximum power means cos phi, power factor. Power factor. What is the formula? Cos phi, that is equal to 1. What is the basic formula? Sir, R by Z. When cos phi is maximum, what you can say? Z is equal to R. Z equal to R is possible only when XL becomes equal to XC. That means at resonance. At electrical resonance, these things are possible. Next, simple questions, dear students, they ask you. Don't feel that it is a tougher thing. If you are not concentrating the concepts, basic things, it becomes tough. Gottide sir. Now, question is this. What is the reading of the ammeter and voltmeter? What is the reading of ammeter and voltmeter of the circuit shown below? You have to take this diagram. That is the diagram given for the question what you have taken. They are asking ammeter reading. Ammeter reads what? Current. Voltmeter reads voltage. Now can you guess from the diagram? Here R, L, C, they are connected in series. Across each element they have connected voltmeters. Across L 300 volt, across C 300 volt. Looking at these voltmeter reading, what it says? VL is equal to VC. How much they have given? 300. It is given in the diagram itself. What does it mean? That implies XL is equal to XC. When XL become equal to XC, what you can say? The LCR circuit is under resonance. LCR is under resonance. When it is at resonance, what you will say? Z minima is equal to R. That's it. ಇಷ್ಟ ಮುಗಿದೋದು. ಇದನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಬರೀತೀಯಾ? ಕರೆಂಟ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಆರ್ ಎಮ್ ಎಸ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡ್ ಆರ್ ಎಮ್ ಎಸ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಟೇಕ್ ದಟ್. Ammeter and voltmeter reads, ಅಥವಾ AC meters always read. ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಇವು ಮರ್ತು ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವರು. AC meters measured RMS values. Therefore IRMS ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನು ಬರೀತೀಯಾ? VRMS AC ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ, Z ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ರೆಸೋನೆನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ VRMS ಹಿಯರ್? 220 divided by how much is the R? R is equal to, they have given 50 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 0 ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. 5 4s 20 ಮತ್ತೆ 5 4s. Therefore ammeter read how much voltage? 4.4, sorry, ammeter read 4.4 ampere. What is a voltmeter reading? That voltmeter reading always that is IRMS into Z minima, that is R. IR voltage and takshana I into R, Ohm's law. What is IRMS here? 4.4. 4.4 into, what is the resistance given? 50. 5 4 20. 5 4 20, 22. Means it reads the whatever the voltage that is you are given, that is equal to 220 volt is recorded by the voltmeter. ಇಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಕಲ್ತ ಮೇಲೆ. Once you learn it, it becomes easier. Now I think if you understood, I will give last one more problem, answer quickly. So that is L C R 10 ohm, 25 ohm, 25 ohm, ammeter reading, AC source, they are given 200 volts, AC source. They have given like 220 na ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಪ್ಪ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ. Question is saying, See here, you must have that sense. In the previous problem we have given voltmeter reading kottidve. By looking at the diagram, it is LCR circuit, LCR. What this 25 ohm represents? Are they L and C? But L is equal to 25 ಅಂತ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ. Ohm, that is inductive reactance, XL, and the capacitive reactance is how much it is? 25 ohm they have given. From looking at this data, what you will say? Z minima is equal to R. Therefore, LCR is under, so ಬರ್ಕಳಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, under resonance. ರೆಸೊನೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಫಾಸ್ಟಾಗಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ IRMS is equal to formula VRMS by Z minima. VRMS is how much? Keep as it is. That is Z minima is equal to R. 220 divided by 10. How much you get? 22 ampere is the ammeter reading. Ammeter reads RMS value, that is how much? 22 ampere. What does the voltmeter reads? Voltmeter reads, ಈಗ just ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀವಿ, IRMS into Z minima. If we calculate, you will get back the same voltage. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದರೆ ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದೇ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್, ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೇಳಿದರು. ಕಾಪಿ ದಿಸ್. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಫೈಂಡ್, ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಅಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟರ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಶೋನ್. VRMS is 22 into 10, so you will get 220 volt. Okay, dear students, I have some simple questions that you can attend easily. Nodana, are you going to attend without my help, without looking at the board? Can you solve it? For RC circuit, resistance capacitance circuit, the current is I. Current is I. When the angular frequency of AC is changed to omega by 3, keeping V as constant. Keeping V as constant, then current is reduced to half of its value, its initial value. Then they are asking capacitive reactance to the resistance. They are asking ratio, that is XC by R is. They have given some options. ಏನು ಸರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಸ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ, ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಡ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಡ, ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ಕ ಅಷ್ಟೆ. Can you solve it? They have given RC circuit. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು AC ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅರ್ಥ. ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈ ಸೈಡ್? ಚಾಕ್ಪೀಸು ಚಿಕ್ಕವು ಇದ್ದಾವೆ, ಆರ್ ಸಿ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಐ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ವೆನ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ is changed to omega by 3 keeping V as a constant, current is reduced to half of its value. Then he is asking the ratio of capacitive reactance to the resistance. 4 ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡು, ಈಗ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಐ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿಗೆ ಫಾರ್ ಒಮೆಗಾ current is given by the formula V by Z. That means V divided by root of, what is Z value here? R square plus XC square. Initial value. Z value, root of R square plus XL minus XC square. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ? RC ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟಿಗೆ. What he says, for omega dash changed to what? Omega by 3, current is reduced to half the value ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, when current is reduced to half, what will happen to the impedance? It should be doubled. Current and resistance are inversely proportional. Like that, current and impedance are inversely proportional. So given that when current is reduced to half, impedance must be doubled. So what is the impedance formula? New impedance, I write resistance change madilla, R square plus XC dash whole square. New capacity, XC dash whole square 2 into Z is what? Initial ಏನಿದೆ? root of resistance ಅದೇ ಇದೆ, ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಅದೇ ಇದೆ, ಒಮೆಗಾ ಇದೆ, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಿದೆ? ಒಮೆಗಾ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇದೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ? Z ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಳಿಸೋಣ. ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಕರೆಂಟನ್ನು ಆಫ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಂಪಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಸಣ್ಣ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿ. Now what we can write from this, squaring on both sides ಮಾಡೋಣ. Now what is your simplification? R square plus XC dash ಗೆ 1 by omega dash C whole square. XC dash, XC ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ 1 by omega C. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ 2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಒಂದು 4. ಅರ್ಜೆಂಟ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸಲ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಆಗ್ತವೆ. R ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ XC ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂತೇವೆ. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಕ್ಕವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೂಡ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಅನಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಏನಂತ, ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಬರೋಲ್ಲ ಮೇಸ್ಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಇದನ್ನು 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಇದು XC ಹಂಗೆ ಇರಲಪ್ಪ, ಇದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ಹಂಗೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸರ್? R ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ R ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡು, ಒಮೆಗಾ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಒಮೆಗಾ ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ಡ್ ಟು ವಾಟ್? ಒಮೆಗಾ ಬೈ 3 ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಮೆಗಾ ಬೈ 3 ಅವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? R ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 3 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಒಮೆಗಾ ಸಿ ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಇರಲಿ. 4R ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಪ್ಲಸ್ XC ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು. ಯಾವ್ದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯ್ತಂದರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಬರೀಬೋದಿತ್ತು. R ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಈ ಕಡೆ ತೊಗೊಂಬರೋಣ. 3R ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, 1 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್, ಮತ್ತು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಇದೆಷ್ಟಾಯಿತು? 3XC ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಯಿತು. 1/ωc ಈಸ್ XC ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್. ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಇದನ್ನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರಿಬೋದಿತ್ತು. ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯು ಕುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರಿಟನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋರು, XC ಡ್ಯಾಶ್ ಅಂದರೆ 1/ωc ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಮೆಗಾ 1/3 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 1/3 ಆದರೆ 3 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ XC ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 3 ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ XC ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನೀವು ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅವಾಯ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್. You can avoid this if you are good in understanding. ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ. 3 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ 9 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ಕಂತಾನೆ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ 4xc ಹೋಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್, ಇದು 9xc² ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ 5xc² ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. r² ಆ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದರೆ 3r² ಬರುತ್ತೆ. xc/r ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 3/5 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ರೈಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವುದಾಯಿತು 2 ಆಯಿತು. So 5xc² is equal to 3r². xc/r is under root of 3/5. So you get 3/5 ಅಥವಾ square root of 0.6. Now, understanding the given data and the corresponding formula what you write, that is the decision factor. How fast you can answer ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. In a resonant circuit, L is doubled and C is quadrupled. What happens to its resonant frequency? What happens to its resonant frequency? So nu naught, nu f0 ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬಹುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ. 1 divided by 2 pi into root LC means inversely proportional to product of LC. I write f0 dash by f0, that is equal to inversely proportional square root 2 pi cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. I write LC divided by L dash C dash. Inversely proportional to ಇದೆ, ಹೌದು ಸರ್. Now what you write? LC divided by, what they are saying, L dash is doubled, 2L. C dash is quadrupled. Quadrupled means 4 times, means 4 into C. L, C cancel, 4 to the 8. 4 to the 8 means 1 divided by 2 root 2. So f dash by f0 is 1 by root 2 ಆದರೆ, therefore f dash is f0 by 2 root 2. What happens to resonant frequency ಅಂತ. ಈ ಥರ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಮಗೇನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, next. With this, dear students, we shall complete the resonance concept, electrical resonance concept, and the measurement of quality factor, that is measurement of the sharpness of the resonance curve. Now with the same concept as we have studied, that is resonant frequency is this. This can also be achieved, this formula can also be derived in LC oscillations. Now you take heading LC oscillations. Copy ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು take heading LC oscillations. L ಮತ್ತೆ C ನೇ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ RC RL ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, RL RC oscillation ಬರಲ್ಲ. You will have LC oscillations. Oscillations ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ a to and fro motion of a particle about its mean position ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು. To and fro motion of a particle about its mean position. Similar to that, the energy stored in inductor is transferred to capacitor, or the energy stored in a capacitor is transferred to inductor, vice versa. Then inductor to capacitor, capacitor to inductor. Action artha agtadiya? There is a transfer of energy from capacitor to inductor repeatedly for every t by 2 seconds, not t seconds. Let us understand what this is. And this transfer of the system in which energy is transmitted from capacitor to inductor is called LC oscillator, and the oscillations we call them as LC oscillations. Take one sentence, dear students. It is a system in which there is continuous transfer of energy from capacitor to inductor. And then inductor to capacitor. Periodically. And the oscillator is called LC oscillator. Dear students, we need totally 5 diagrams, but that is not necessary. We reduce that into a simple 3 diagrams that you must know it, what it is. And one more simple thing is, whatever the transmitter that is transmitting the TV signals, transmitting the radio signals, all these transmitters need energy that is being given out, radiated out during LC oscillation. During LC oscillation, there is some loss of energy that is continuously radiated out. Loss of heat energy is continuously radiated out as electromagnetic waves, and those electromagnetic waves has to be transmitted to whom? To the TV receivers and radio receivers. Therefore, these LC oscillations play a crucial role for TV transmitters and radio transmitters, which transmit electromagnetic waves. How do the electromagnetic waves are obtained? How we get the electromagnetic waves? That is, during LC oscillation, there is loss of energy during the transmission of energy from capacitor to inductor, and then inductor to capacitor. There is a loss of energy in the form of heat. And that heat energy is radiated out as electromagnetic waves, which are very essential for transmitters. For transmitting electromagnetic waves from the TV transmitter and radio transmitter. So conclusion is, dear students, whatever the electromagnetic waves you are catching with the help of mobile and with the help of TV and with the help of radio transmitter, all they get the electromagnetic waves from these LC oscillations. Therefore, understanding LC oscillation is important. Conclusion ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೆಲಸ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಹ್ಞೂ ಸರ್, ಒಂದು 4 ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಬರೀರಿ, 4 ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಹಿಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್, ಅದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಇದು ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಇದು. ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ Q² ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 2C, ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು. Now this charged capacitor is connected to an inductor. This one is at positive, higher potential, lower potential. This is an inductor. There is a transfer of current by the capacitor, that is rate of flow of charge. This is what we need earlier. ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಿರಬೇಕು. ಅಂದರೆ ಇಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ದ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಇಂಡಕ್ಟರ್, UL ಅಂದರೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಇಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ 0 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. You have a charged capacitor, completely, fully charged capacitor. Capacitor always store energy in the form of electric field, that is as a charge, that is given by the formula Q² divided by 2C. Capacitor store energy as an electric field, that is in the form of charges. Initially the upper plate has positive, lower plate is negative. This is what initially charged capacitor has. When the charged capacitor is connected in series with this inductor, we call this as LC circuit ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಈ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಬರಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಥರ Q² by 2C ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. When the capacitor is connected in series with inductor, once the circuit is just closed, the moment when the circuit is closed, this capacitor starts discharging. Hence there is a flow of current in the circuit, and that current flow is a rate of flow of charge. Means the capacitor starts losing its energy at t is equal to t by 4 seconds, means 1/4. During that 1/4 time period, this capacitor completely lose its energy and transfer to inductor. Means at t is equal to t by 4, what you must say, capacitor is completely neutral and the inductor gets completely charged here. Here there is a magnetic field energy. I can write better, it is write UB ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ಡ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ಇಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ LI². that is available in the form of magnetic field. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಈ ಥರ. Completely stored energy here, that is in the form of magnetic field. Now if you observe the capacitor, at the capacitor the energy stored in the capacitor becomes 0, that is at t by 4 second. Now what happens, dear students? Once it is completely discharged, entire energy that is stored across the inductor, that energy starts charging the capacitor. Energy stored across the inductor make the capacitor to get charged such that at t is equal to t by 2 seconds, now inductor is losing the energy, capacitor is gaining the energy. This process continues until, dear students, you will get the same energy as in the earlier case, but in the reverse order. Andre, lower plate gets positively charged, upper plate negatively charged, such that direction of electric field reverse. Now if you observe the energy stored at the inductor, the energy across the inductor becomes 0, and that energy is completely transferred to whom? Capacitor as q square by 2c. Now tell me what will happen now? Does it remain quiet? No. This entire energy stored in the capacitor make the inductor to get charged again. This process repeats until you will get back the original electric field. This is what you will say somewhat playing a shuttlecock between two players. If one kick the shuttlecock to the other will return to you. Means there is a continuous to and fro motion, flow you can say, to and fro flow of energy between inductor and capacitor. This happens repeatedly or periodically. Hence it generates oscillations called LC oscillations. Diagram ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ first. ಈ ಮೂರೇ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಸಾಕು. NCERT ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಐದು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ, 5 ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, 3 ಬರೀ ಸಾಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ T/4ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಖಾಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. T/4 ಯಾಕೆ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಾಗ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಪೀಕ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ? ಇಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಾಪಸ್ ಅಟ್ T/2 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಒಬ್ಬನ್ 0 ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ, UV ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ 0 ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈ T/2 ಮತ್ತು ಇದು 2T ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇವೆರಡರ ನಡುವೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ? T/4 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ T/4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ T/4 ಮಿಡ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮತ್ತೇನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಈ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಫುಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್? ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ನೋಡ? T/2 ಮತ್ತು T/4 ಅಂದರೆ ಆ T/4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ದ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಗೆಟ್ಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್. Then what happens? Again this will transfer the energy to the inductor. Then again ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ T ಬಂದಾಗ ಎರಡು ಸಲ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Okay? Take one, we have taken the starting sentence, that is enough. After that, mathematical analysis anta bariyire. Mathematical analysis. After copying this, just one equation we need, just 5 minutes I need, dear students. By applying KVL in a closed path, voltage across capacitor plus voltage across inductor becomes 0. That is, as we said, algebraic sum of change in potential in a closed path is 0. In a closed path, algebraic sum of change in potential is 0. Voltage across capacity is Q/C. Q is equal to CV ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ, V is equal to Q by ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. Q is equal to CV, V is equal to Q divided by C. Next, looking at the polarity, positive, negative, L at baridire. Positive to negative, decrease in the potential, minus. What is voltage across inductance? Gottide. L into di by dt equal to 0. ಇಲ್ಲಿ I ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? Rate of flow of charge. I is rate of flow of charge in a circuit. That I write with negative sign. ಯಾಕೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬರೀತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, when a capacitor is discharging, the charge on the capacitor is decreasing. When capacitor discharges, current is dq by dt with negative sign. Because of decrease in charge. As the capacitor discharges, charge across the capacitor is decreasing. Therefore, we write with negative sign. ಈ minus dq by dt ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. In this I substitute minus dq by dt, that is q divided by c minus L into, ಭಾಳ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ, d by dt of minus dq by dt. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಮೈನಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂದರೆ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್ ಮೋಡ್. minus into minus plus q divided by c plus L into d square q divided by dt square. ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ರೈಟ್ ಎ ನೋಟ್ ಆನ್ LC ಆಸಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೆದು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆನಪ್ಪ? ಡನ್? ಓಕೆ ಸರ್, ಜಾಗ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ, ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ just what we write is Q multiply on both sides by C on both sides. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? C ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಬಂತು? LC ಇಂಟು dq ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬೈ dt ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0 ಬಂತು. ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಪ. So finally, what we write, this equation becomes d square q by dt square plus, ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಥ್ರೋಟ್ ಬೈ ಎಲ್ ಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಥ್ರೋಟ್ ಬೈ ಎಲ್ ಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 1 divided by LC into Q is equal to 0. It is same as d square q divided by dt square plus omega naught square q equal to 0. It is simple harmonic motion. What this represent is equation of simple harmonic motion. Andre there is an oscillation of energy between capacitor and inductor. That is, you can write this, that is transfer of energy between capacitor and inductor repeatedly. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿಕ್ ಮೋಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರದ ಈಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಪ್ಪ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ So we get omega naught square is equal to 1 by LC, square root ಆ ಕಡೆ ತಗೊಳಪ್ಪ, sorry, square ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರಲಿ, omega naught is 1 divided by LC, which is nothing but angular resonant frequency. Therefore, resonant frequency of LC oscillator ಅಥವಾ oscillation is F naught is equal to omega naught ಏನು ಬರಿತೀಯಾ ಸರ್ 2 pi F naught ಬರಿತೀಯಾ. Therefore F naught is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi into root of LC. ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ? ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ LC oscillator, there is some loss of energy. That loss of energy is appeared in the form of heat that is converted as electromagnetic waves. Can you take that as note? Note, the above LC oscillation is not an ideal, not ideal. The above LC oscillation is not ideal because of loss of energy. Because of loss of energy. Full stop. Paragraph. This loss of energy is converted, this loss of energy appear as heat. Loss of energy will appear as heat. And this heat is continuously radiated out. As electromagnetic waves. ಈಗ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ವೇವ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ ಅನ್ನೋಗೆ LC ಆಸಿಲೇಟರಿಂದ ಸಿಗ್ತವೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪರಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಇರಬೇಕು. Heat which are radiated as electromagnetic waves, and these waves are very essential. These waves are very essential for TV and radio transmitters. Radio and transmitters. Dear students, last what I have given, you do not forget this. How we get electromagnetic waves from the LC oscillation, from the LC oscillator. Be careful. You can have that note. TV transmitters and radio transmitters must have bracket al barko. TV transmitters and radio transmitters must have LC oscillator. Must have LC oscillator. Dear students, just go through this. These are last classes we are completing the alternating current. So that's what I have taken 5 to 10 minutes extra. Don't feel bad. Next last discussion is left, that is about transformer, that we will study in the next class. Thank you. Take care.